Good morning, students. In the yesterday's session, I given this question number 12 as a homework. Okay, so I explained this. Yes, prove that any 3 points on the circle cannot be a coordinate. That I explained. This 13 question. Next question I given as a homework. Now listen, students. Now today I am going to explain you the question number 14. Okay, in the adjoining figure, O is the center of a circle. Chord PQ is equal to chord RS if angle POR angle 70 and arc RS is 80. This is arc RS 80, angle PQR, I think it is a PR. Yes, POR, yes, POQ or POR. This sorry, angle POR is there. Angle POR is 70 degree. This arc is 80 degree. Very simple question. Now listen, these things we have to find out. First, now all of you know that chords are equal, then their corresponding arc also equal by the definition of measurement of arc, and therefore this PQ is congruent to PS, it is given, and therefore measurement of arc P RPR. No, just I am saying this about the PQ and RS. What is we have to find out, but here it is not getting, here it is only find out the PR. So angle PR, if angle POR is 70, then arc PR is 70. Why? Because it is a arc corresponding arc of a central angle inclined in the arc PR. Okay, and by the definition of measurement of arc, if central angle is equal to the intercepted arc, this angle POR is intercepted in arc PR, therefore this PR is equal to angle POR and therefore it is equal to 70 degree. Now chord PQ and RS, it is given they are equal, and therefore these two are the same, that is 80 degree. We have to find out QS. Now listen students, this PR is 70, RS arc is 80, PQ arc is 80. What is QS? QS is 360 minus addition of all the three. So it is 360 minus 80 plus 70 plus 80, that is 230, and therefore RQS is equal to 360 minus 230 is equal to 130. It's finished. Now QSR. QS is 130, RS is 80, so QSR is 210. Means anything you will ask, you can find out. Now listen this. In the adjoining figure, chord EF is parallel to chord GH. EF is parallel to GH. EF is parallel to GH. Now prove that chord EG congruent to chord FH. Very simple. Now these two are parallel. Draw the line GF or any EH, any. Now two triangles form. So these are the parallel. Therefore these two angles are congruent. This also and this also by the alternate angle. Okay, so this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle because of parallel line, and these are the alternate angles. Now GF is equal to GF, yes, because common, and therefore these two triangles are congruent to each other. If they are congruent to each other, by which test? SAS test. Listen, in another way also you can prove, or in the different this way also you can prove. And therefore what we can say? We can say that EG is equal to FH, that is corresponding side of congruent triangle. Now this is by the triangle concept. By the circle concept, how we can say that? We can say that angle EFG is equal to angle FGH. They are the alternate interior angle when two lines are parallel, and FG is a transversal. Now this angle is inscribed angle, is it? It is inscribed in the arc EG, and this is also inscribed angle because it is on the circle it formed. Therefore this is also, so angle EFG is equal to half of EG, and angle FGH is equal to half of GH. And therefore if you are found, this is half, not 12, this is half, okay. And therefore by second and third, what we can say, that by this statement we can say that these two angles are congruent. If these two angles are congruent, their inscribed angle arc is also same, because the chord corresponding to congruent arc of a circle are congruent. This is important statement to mention in the answer. Very simple. Now see the question number 90. In the adjoining figure, circle with the center C and D touch internally at point E. D lies on the inner circle. Chord EB of the outer circle intersect the inner circle at point A. So prove that segment EA is equal to segment AB. Very simple. See here. Circle with center C and D touch each other internally. We have to prove that EA is equal to AB. Construction join this ED and DA. Now ECD, they are collinear. Okay, touching by the touching theorem. Now ED is a diameter of a smaller circle. Now angle EAD is equal to 90 degree because angle inscribed in the semicircle. So angle, what we can say, that therefore AD is perpendicular to AB. Now finished, because if DA is perpendicular to EB, why? By the angle inscribed in the semicircle. Small circle consider. ED is a diameter. Now angle EAD, this is a 90 degree because it form angle in the semicircle. Now EAD is 90, it means that your DA is perpendicular to AB. If DA is perpendicular to AB, it means that angle DAB is 90 degree, is it? Therefore DA is perpendicular to EB. So by the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to the chord, bisect the chord. Now perpendicular drawn from the center, is it no? D is the center of a bigger circle. So perpendicular drawn from the center of circle to the chord. EB is a chord of bigger circle. DA is a perpendicular to the EB, and by that statement we proved here DA is perpendicular to EB, therefore it is bisect the EB, therefore EA is equal to AB. What is the important here? This statement. Okay, that perpendicular drawn from the center of circle to the chord bisect the chord. Now next question 20. This is also simple. Now in the adjoining figure, segment AB is a diameter of a circle with center O. AB is a diameter of a circle with center O. The bisector of angle ACB intersect the circle at point D. Bisector of angle ACB. Bisector of angle this CD. Okay, at point D. Segment AD is equal to BD. We have to prove that AD is equal to BD. Okay, AD is equal to BD. Now see, construction, draw the OD. Now angle ACB, where it is angle ACB. This is a angle inscribed in the inscribed angle. It is in a semicircle, and therefore angle ACB is 90 degree, and therefore CAD is equal to 45, and angle DCB is also 45. Okay. Now measurement of arc DB. Where is DB? DB is in the inscribed angle. Arc inscribed in the angle DCB. Okay. So by the inscribed angle theorem, angle DCB is equal to half of DB. So DB is equal to 2 times of angle DAB. Therefore measurement of arc DB is equal to 90. Okay. Now OA is equal to OB. Red I have the same circle. If OD is also red eye, the perpendicular bisector, is it? OD is a perpendicular bisector. Now because AB is a chord and OD is a red eye. So here it is angle, it is 90 degree. Na? That's it. Therefore from first and second OA is equal to OB, and therefore from first and second we can say that segment AD is equal to segment BD. AD is equal to BD. Because OA is equal to OB. Now this is 21 question. So solve this question third part and send me up to the session time. Okay? Yes. Else in tomorrow's session I will explain this. I want the answer OM. What we have to find out? To find out the radius of circle. So up to this to I given here. So what is our homework? Homework is that calculate OM is equal to what? That is the radius. That is the radius of a circle. Okay, this much answer I given. After these steps, how to calculate the OM, that send me up to the session time. Okay students, if not getting for any doubt, you can call me in the session time daily 6 to 7 o'clock. And so few students, they are sending me homework. Daily I am keeping a record, so don't take it easy. Whatever the videos I am sending and giving a homework, that homework you have to do regularly and you have to send me up to session time. So today I am going to stop here and be prepared for your unit test also. Okay students.